Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. Now today it's chocolate time again. It's Easter. We are talking Easter bunnies and everything else. So we're going to be doing the Egg-Cellent gift boxes. They're beautiful. They really are. Think of Fabergé, think of all those beautifully decorated Easter eggs. Yeah, these are gorgeous. They really are. Now if I hold that close, let's bring that in close. Can you see all the detail on those eggs? They are beautiful. They really are spectacular. Yeah, let me turn your camera to the other angle and see if you can see it better there. That's better. Just look at the detail on these. The stunning. They really are stunning. I mean, they're a big box. You can see from my hand how big these are. I mean, it takes up the whole of my hand. Now not only do you get the egg, you actually get the stand for it to go in as well. So if I bring the stand in, the stand's like a little crown and it sits in there. Now they are beautiful. They really are, and you're getting so many different dyes. Okay, now the dyes that you're getting are these ones here. You can see, look at that, the owl's done in golds and blues. It looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Really pretty. You can see there that you've even got little rabbits in there, little bunnies, your Easter egg bunnies, but you've got 43 dyes in total. Now these are the dyes that you're actually going to get. Yeah, so look at all these in here. Now there's two things to take note when you're making these. You've got one that's got a scallop on and one that doesn't. The one that's got the scallop is the top part of your Easter egg, and the other one is the bottom. The other thing to take note as well is you've got two different sizes of hexagons here. This is important, okay, because the big one is for the top and the little one is for the bottom. It will all become apparent as we make this, okay? So that one is for the top and the small one is the bottom part, okay? So let's get going and let's have a play at making one of these. So let me just put the dies to one side because I've got everything cut out for you, okay? So we're going to start with the bottom of our Easter egg, and you can see that this is the bottom because remember the bottom doesn't have any of those zigzags on there. So let me get my eyeballs on and we can start to play. So you need 6 of these, and because we're doing the bottom we've got the smaller one of the 2. Now I like an anchor point at the top and I do like an anchor point down here. The rest we're going to stick with wet adhesive. Okay, so best card weight 240 GSM, absolute perfect. Now the other thing that you are going to need to do is mold your card. So if you take something circular, I've just got our surface sweep and I've just gone through and I've broke those fibers, okay, and we're going to give them all that little bit of a curve because it's easier to stick a curve to a curve than a curve to a straight edge. Yeah, simple as that. So just go through and just train your paper on something circular, whether you've got our double-ended daubers, they work just as well. And as I say, this is the surface sweep. It's just something just to break those fibers down a little bit. So we've got those broken down, and you're just going to go through and you're going to bend your glue tabs. Now I don't bend these score lines. You can if you want, I don't. Okay, so we're just going to go through and bend all my little glue tabs. So bend every single one of them. I've still got chocolate in the cupboard from Christmas, so I mean we'll be living on chocolate for the rest of our lives at this rate. So all those bendy tabs like so. Got them all bent. So I'm going to start with this top tab here. So I take off that tape and I take the shape and I'm putting it right up to the score line, right up to that very edge. Okay, I take off that anchor point at the bottom, and then I'm just going to put adhesive on all these little tabs. Now try and get it as close up to the edge as humanly possible. Okay, I'm going to take my next one. I'm going to take off the tape and I'm going to bring, oh, get rid of that red line of tape there, and I'm going to bring that one right in, right up to its friend on that top section there. That's lopsided, Jodie, get it in there, right up to that top section there. And then I bend all those bits inside and I put my anchor point in first of all, so that it's nice and tight in there. And then the rest you're just going to mould and manipulate into shape. Now don't worry if you can see a gap, because we put a top panel on there as well. So it's just a case of now holding all those little glue tabs into place until that glue takes. And this is why it's important that you get the glue right up to that tab, so that it gets right to that very edge. Okay, so just holding all these little bits. Okay, so that's the first one in place. So my next one, I'm actually going to do two together. Okay, so I'm going to cheat a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an anchor point at that top as well. Okay, if you're impatient like me, and just having those extra little anchor points, you don't have to hold it as long. Yeah, you don't have to wait for the glue to dry as much. So let's just do that one. So let's take that one out, and that one. But I'm not going to take that one off yet. And I'm putting my adhesive on there, getting it right up to the edges. And my next one, I'm going to do my anchor point at the bottom, so I know that that one's right, and I'm going to do my anchor point right at the very top, so that I know that that one's right, and then it's easier to come in and just hold those ones in as well. Yeah, so I like to do it in sections, because otherwise if you've not waited long enough, then it's going to come to pieces. So you just hold those little anchor points in there. So that's that one. Just have a little bit more patience, Jodie. So if you hold it between your thumb and your forefinger, can you see how I'm just holding my finger on the inside edge? Yeah, so I'm just holding those little tabs down. Okay, so just hold that for a little bit longer. So that's another panel. So let's do the other two. So let's have a little anchor point at that top again. A little bit of high-tack tape on that top one. Now the reason I put an anchor point on the top of these ones and not on that first one, the first one's been held together by that one, but because I'm putting an anchor point on this one, because we're not connecting it to that top shape yet. Okay, so let's just take those ones off as well. Let's get our wet adhesive and go in all these little glue tabs. I'm going to do the bottom one first, make sure he's in properly, and then I come up to that top one, making sure that my top one is in situ, and then all the others we're just going to hold them on the inside so those inside ones stick as well. So just hold it and manipulate. Can you see how I've got my hand inside? I'm actually manipulating the glue tab on that inside edge. Okay, so we're going to just leave that one while we play with the other ones. Just a little bit longer there. So we're going to put that one to one side and we're going to come back to that first one. So this first one now has had time to dry, yeah? So we can now bring in the second one. So let's take off that tape on the top of there. And I'm now going to play with the first one. Get that first one right in there. Yeah, so I've got that anchor point at the top again. So let's bring in our wet adhesive on all those other little glue tabs. I'm going to bring that anchor point in to play now. So that's anchored that one in. So now all these will just fall in on themselves. Yeah, can you see how that one's just fallen in on itself? So we're just going to leave that now a minute to actually set. And while that's setting, I'm going to bring its base in. The base is really easy. The base is just one die, but you do need 6 of them. Okay, so we're just going to bend all our little glue tabs. So bending all those glue tabs, and we're just going to apply the adhesive onto these and then just go round and stick them together. So it's going to make like a little egg cup, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to give you a little stand for your egg to stand in, because otherwise it's going to be a bit like Humpty Dumpty and fall down. Yeah, so let's place the next one in. So just working your way around, bringing all those together. And you do, as I say, you do need the 6 to be able to stand your Easter egg up. So just coming all the way around until you get to the last one, and then the last one just joins to the first. So that there is going to be your egg cup. So let's do the first one. So that is going to go into there. So that is the egg cup. So let's put that to one side. And now we can come back to our Easter egg because it's now had time to dry. So let's take off these little tabs at the top. And I'm going to take that tab off the bottom of that one. I mean, you don't have to have these anchor points, yeah, but I have to say it does make life a lot easier to have them. It really does. So get that into position at the top there. Just make sure it grabs in there. So that one's in there. That one is in there. Lovely. So now, oops, I'm going to come down this side. So bring my glue into there and just persuade them to go under. And we're going to catch that anchor point again. Anchor point. And we're just going to manipulate that until it all goes over. So we're just holding those little tabs in. So just hold one side and then you can come up to the top. So that's that one into there as well. Oops, not waited long enough. So one there. See, you've got 2 tabs in each section. So if you can see the score line. So if you imagine you've got 2 tabs on that first third, 2 on the second third, and 2 on the third third. That took some brain power. Yeah, you're just holding them on that inside edge. So now that side's done, so I can come round to my last side. Let's take that away from there and just add our glue onto those. Remember to bend that top one in, and then the rest will just follow. Anchor point, whoops, get in there, sweetie, let's have you. Anchor point at the top so that it's all nice and level. Let's just get that tab in there. It's just, come on, in you go, thank you very much. And then we're just going to do the last one. Squeeze all those in. Just hold them until they all are stuck down. Alright, so, and that's how you stick the top and the bottom of your egg together. Now you'll be glad to hear we're not going to go through that again with the top because I've already done the top for us. Yeah, so we're going to do it a bit like Blue Peter style. Yeah, so you're going to do exactly the same as what I've just done there with the top one. So we've now got the top one. Okay, so we've got the top and the bottom. Now the difference with the top one, it's got an inner lip so that your lid doesn't go all the way down. Okay, so this is your inner lip. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bend that little lip there, so you've got all your uprights, and this is what stops your lid from collapsing. Okay, so we're just going to add all the glue onto those edges like so, and we know that this one is the lid because it's got the zigzags on, and this is going to come and sit inside of here. So just give it a little bit of persuasion to start with, and then just level it all out. Okay, it goes down about 1 centimetre. Okay, so if you imagine 1 centimetre from the top, let's just grab him, he's just stuck on a, there we go. So if you go down about, I'd say, yeah, about 1 centimetre. You see how that's gone down about 1 centimetre inside there. So we just wait for that to set. Okay, so I've got my egg cup, so I can now place that into there a minute. So let's just put that to one side. Let's put the base in, not the lid, the base. We'll put the base in there. Okay, so now we're going to play with the lid. Okay, now you've got all those decorative dies in that collection, so let's bring those dies back and have a look at what we've got. Okay, so you can see we've got little florals in there. Let's turn it around so my bunnies are not upside down. You've got all your florals in there. You've got the most delightful bunnies in there. These are very folk arty. They're really, really sweet. You've then got individual ones. Now these are, you can stick these on your base. You can stick them on your lid as well. But you've also got your little bunnies in that one as well. I personally love that one. I think that one is gorgeous. That's the one that I've used on my egg. And what I did on my egg is, if you can see here, I've actually put Nouveau drops in, so it really does look like little gems. Can you see how I've used the dream drops in there, and it's giving it that real gorgeous effect. It almost looks like enamel on there, but really pretty. I love them. How they've settled in those little holes. They look beautiful, they really do. So these panels here are what you're going to cut your design out of. Okay, you decide what design you want, yeah, and you're going to cut your design into these panels. So what you're going to do with those is you're going to tease them again. You're literally going to bring your surface sweep in, and you're going to bend them over. So don't forget, cut your design in them first, all right, and then give them all a little tease straight over something circular, just to break those fibres. And if you do it over something round, you're not going to get the crease in the card. Okay, so just on all of those. All right, so, and these are going to stick to your lid. All right, so taking your lid again, if we take these, remember these are going to be decorative. You're going to cut them out or patterned papered them or whatever, and then you're going to add your adhesive onto those, and then starting at the top, those panels are going to come down, and can you see how it covers up? I don't know whether you can see. That's, you see you've got your score lines there. These cover up all those score lines and make this box solid. Okay, so all these are going to come round and stick onto the top of your box, and of course this is going to give it extra weight as well. So just carry on adding all those gorgeous panels onto there, making sure that I'm level at the top there, and just holding them until they stick. So next one, you're just going to work your way around. I mean, these are perfect for, you know, chocolates, aren't they? But I personally think if you did these and you use the Verso dies and you cut the Verso into these panels, then you put a battery powered tea light inside them, they would look beautiful on the side tables. They'd look absolutely stunning. So next one, onto there, just making sure that everything sticks down. Just hold that for just a moment, and we're just working our way around this now. Last one, and that is just going to go onto there, and when that one's stuck we can just have a look. Hold on, just hold it for a minute. So can you see now? Oh, that one's come lopsided. Whoops. See, this is why I'm so impatient. Let's pop that one back on. There we go. So you can see how it completes the curve of your box, okay? And then that one is going to sit directly on the top of there. You just get it in and then just manipulate that last one. Come on, in you go, sweetie. Why does this always happen when you're trying to do a video? Just my little teeth there, look. Just get me little teeth over the top. One cheeky little one. Come on, in you go. Come on. There we go. So I've got my Easter egg complete. Now you can see you've still got your score lines. Can you see the score lines? You've still got your score lines on the bottom there. So if I bring mine in, you can see how I've used those half panels on the bottom, and then on the top, those top panels are all length, but yet the ones at the bottom are half panels. Okay, but these are solid boxes. These are the rock solid once they're made. Once you've got your panels on and everything else, they are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You do get that bow system in there as well, so you've got that cheeky little bow in that collection, but they are stunning. They really are a stunning die set. I mean look at those. They're beautiful. They really are. So what you're actually looking for, these are your Egg-Cellent, play on words there, Egg-Cellent sweetie boxes, you know, gift boxes. They're just beautiful dies. So I hope that's made it clear, so you know now how to put them together, but it's over to you to how you want to decorate them, whether it be patterned papers, whether you've got a certain colourway that you want to do, your friends' lounges, I don't know, let's think of some really bizarre colours, cerise pink and I don't know, navy blue. Oh, can you imagine that together? But hey, you can make them in whatever colour you want. So this is your die set. Now I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope everything is nice and clear for you. Now if you've never joined me before, you can join me on Crafting with Jodie. That is my Facebook page. So you can put all your makes, all your inspiration, you know, take inspiration from there. There's many people on there. There's about 12,500 people on there now, and it's all about the craft. But if you're following on Tonic's Facebook page, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, hit that notification and you get information of when and how and where to buy and different hints and tips from the girls in the office. Okay, so I'm Jodie Johnson, and thank you so very much for joining me here in my home studio in Sheffield. So thank you for watching, and take care, and bye bye.